What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Had a lot of astral projections lately, but they've all been relating, to me and my personal experiences, so I'm not going to go over them. One of them started out, I had to talk about that. I had gotten out, and I was in kind of the void zone, where it was just all dark, and this is where you find yourself when you first get out. So I just, I didn't make a move, I just kind of wanted to let my energy body do its thing and get tuned in, And when I come to, my vision come to, there's daylight out, and the first thing I always do is I look at my hands and ask for clarity. So I looked at my hands, right, and I noticed that my nails were kind of longer than they are. Then they kind of drew down to like what my normal nails look like. So I was kind of intrigued, and I turned my hands around, like facing me, looking at my hands, and I thought about changing the color, of my nails, just seeing what I could do, with my thoughts. And before I could think of any specific colors or try to focus, just a simple thought had my fingernails like changing all different colors, like red, blue, green, it was crazy. But I wanted to go over an experience I had, I think about a month ago or so. I just want to talk about it. It was a real intense experience. Now, what had happened is I had a dream, and the dream was kind of odd. Like I had a dream there was like termites in my right leg, So I come to, but I didn't move. So I was in, I guess, the sleep paralysis kind of position, but I guess I was in my astral body because I thought about, writing down the dream. I never actually did, but in my astral body I had leaned over and wrote the experience down, but I never really did that. So as I kind of got comfortable back in my body again, I just kind of laid in the vicinity, and I was getting all these visions, where your third eye's at, all these different visions, and I was playing with them. And I was seeing just all kind of stuff, and I was trying to just use my intention to kind of focus them into specific directions. Anyways, one vision had opened up pretty clear, and it was this grassy area, and I had pushed out into it, and when I did, I slowly floated down to the ground. And when I hit the ground, I looked at my hands, and I was like, clarity now. And my whole mind, my whole awareness snapped to just of everything, I was completely 100% lucid. And I kind of turned to my left, and I looked, and I seen a line of buildings, and they were like apartment buildings, and they were light blue in color with like red trim, and all the decks looked similar, and there was like hanging flowers, different colors. And in the wood of the building, it was written in words that said, "Now we may." So I don't know where in the heck I was really, but what I did is I turned around, and I'm kind of on a grassy hill there, and I start down the hill, and as I'm going downhill, I simply look out into the sky and start floating out into it, right? So I'm floating up, and I'm looking up at the clouds, and the clouds are like, they're hanging down. They look kind of like they're torn, not like a normal cloud at all, and I'm just like, where in the heck am I? So what I did is I raised my arms up, and I was like, Earth now, and the whole sky, like from the far reaches coming towards me, changed, and what it was buildings, like big buildings, like New York City, like huge buildings and streets. I could see cars and everything, and but it was like it was upside down in the sky. So I was still where I was, but the sky had changed and had this upside down view of the city. It was like the movie Inception, where the girl had like created the city and like folded it over. It was just like that, exactly like it. And I was just like, wow, I was like stunned by it. It was amazing. But I flew on a little bit in the sky, and I was like, Earth now. So then the sky changes, and You know, it's clear daylight, you know, sunny, and I'm like flying along, and I fly through, I come to like, it looks like an electrical beam, like a blue beam of energy or something, you know? And I'm kind of thinking like, what is this, you know? So I fly through it, and when I do, I feel like something just aggressive, like, you know, I just feel like something, you know, is coming at me, and I look and I see this huge thing, and it looks, it's huge, and it's like, not huge, but, you know, big enough, but it's half human, like you would, I guess, think kind of like a mermaid type thing, you know. It's a man, but it was a younger looking man, but his face was like steel, you know, kind of zombified, you know. It was just a crazy looking thing, and it had this huge tail, and it was coming like straight for me, and I was like, holy crap, you know. I was like, I gotta get away from this. So I turned like to the right, and there was another like blue electrical beam, and I flew through it as fast as I could. And when I flew through it, I'm still look like I'm outside, but it's like metal around me, like I'm in a room or something, you know, a weird, odd room. But this thing comes in like right behind me, and it comes around, and I try to get to the corner, and I look at my hands to kind of ask for strength, you know, trying to build my focus, you know, and this thing just like is like on top of me, and it's just like whipping me, like it hit me with its tail, like boom, like right in the left side of my chest, and I was like, oh man, you know, and I started calling out, you know, I started thinking about my higher self, and I was like, my guides, help me now, take me out of here, you know. And nothing had really happened, and I was like, shit. I was trying to affirm, you know, that I'm indestructible. So what I did, I was like, you know, I was just trying to affirm that in my mind, but I called out from my body, you know, and I'm being flung through the darkness, and I hit my body, and I raise up real quick, and I'm like, you know, and I kind of like grabbed the left side of my chest, because it hurt, you know. It was kind of odd, you know, and I don't know if it was a coincidence. Maybe I had like worked too hard during the day, and the pain in my left had kind of created that experience around it, or, you know, I don't know what happened really. But you know, it was a crazy experience, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. You know, it was real intense. Let me know if you've ever experienced anything like it. Thanks.